starts.
Oh, yeah. Who cares if your base damage is low if you're buying Rapiers? That's the way to turn Mirana into the Gary.
Yeah, and then we gotta see stashed Rapiers for the second life when they come back into it. Like, yeah, I don't know. I think it's really hard to call who does. Okay, Pilot Die was on the high ground here, but Mag didn't have detection against him, so he survived.
That's been a big problem this game.
Okay, let's just top lane. There is gonna be a Hex coming out, but this is weird from Fata. This could be him just dying for nothing.
Oh well, he does have buyback.
Yeah, but still,
I thought you wanted to use it.
To be there. And Hex comes out for Illidan because he does have a refresher in base. He can use that twice, maybe once. What did he sell though? He sold the heart. So he only has 2,000 HP, but he does have 2 lives. Yeah. Interesting decision.
Roche is back in like 10 seconds. Get the HP here.
Yeah, but it's probably going to be support Aegis again. Like, I don't see why they would give it to one of the 2 cores.
I want to see, like, Veno's dead, forces buyback by... I guess you can't leave your base. Yeah, never mind. Polar really can't. I guess Anti-Mage can go solo it, but he's really...
Anytime backdoor protection is down, they have to have 3 people in the base and everybody else ready to TP.
That Roche clock just looked so sick for a second. Like, everything disappeared but the circle. It was weird. Anyways, Roche is back. HP is 20,500.
Pretty swell.
I was wrong. I said I didn't think it would be 20K.
Yeah, but there you go.
I don't know. Do you think Roche at this point?
No knowledge of Dota. I have. That's a page torn out. I have no idea how Roche scales.
Yeah, neither do I.
This change.
Do you think Roche has buyback?
If only.
I mean, from the time that this game, he's only got 8 deaths. I mean, over time he's probably got like 10K saved up. I'm sure. How expensive could his buyback be? Where would he buy back?
Fada is tweeting while he's dead. Because Buenomancer just, you can't survive. Oh my god.
So obviously the feeds are intentional, so you can just use Twitter. Like, oh, I'm dead, guys. Gotta minimize. Nightmare.
All right, you do see Lil getting.
This is a big kill. This Ven just caused them a lot of problems, to be honest. But Mag, again, it's just a space. He can skewer this and maybe get another RP. Oh no, that was actually his second one. He had already refreshed it. There's the BKB now coming up. Lycan's going to run in here, but Illidan shows up. There's the Hex. Lycan so speedy, going to run away. And FNG and Illidan standing together. Can anything even stop them? Remember, don't forget the Rapier. If Bone 7 dies here, this is all going to be for nothing. He's down. Divine Rapier on the deck right now, getting pinged out by the support. The Venge probably calling the shots from the grave. Fada Abyssal up. He's getting prepped to send some more tweets. He's about to be sent to the grave. And they're going to let him go, or the Nightmare there from the Bane is going to keep Illidan a little slow, and they'll only get 1 kill on the Mirana. But guess what?
So the Rapier's still on the ground. They didn't see it, or they didn't...
No, they pinged it. Venge was pinging it. They just don't have the slots, or they forgot about it, or what?
I don't know who was pinged, but Pilot
Bane, Pilot Die! What is going on? It was pinged out.
Yeah,
Look,
you're right.
Allies, Venge, Divine Rapier dropped here. Yeah. Certainly they're on TeamSpeak or something, screaming at each other.
I don't know. Maybe it was just heat of the moment. They're like talking about the next thing. But either way, there is. I would put it on the Abaddon in this situation, by the way. Give him some right click. He has the borrow time, so he's not going to feed it away immediately. And the Anti-Mage, I don't think it's an ideal slot for him compared to what he currently has. But, you know, it's hard to call. Either way, it's still in the hands of Cloud9. That's a pretty big deal. Up top, it is going to be the jump initiation. Whoa! Wowie! Going just too far in, and the big deal here is this Observer Ward on the high ground to the west of it. They can see him, they can jump him, they can find the opening, and he won't be able to do his quick trigger finger blink when they already have pretty much in their reticule.
Never in my life would I have dreamt of saying the 110-minute Vladimirs on Abaddon has been completed, along with the 110-minute Assault Cuirass on Lycan. I think it's just a little late from their average timings, but I'm not positive. We don't have a stats man.
Look at the fucking experience graph right now. It is 0.
The chat's gonna rage if I open that graph again. Meanwhile, Pilot dying.
I guess would it always go to 0 because of how how experience works?
Yeah, because everyone hits 25, right? It has to even out eventually.
Okay, I didn't even think about that. I don't think I've ever seen a 10 level 25 hero game, honestly.
Yeah, so it's flat at 0.
Bottom lane, Eternal Envy, jumping in, blink out from Lil. They don't want to kill Lil. The Aura actually hurts them here. But
he used Dagon, I'm proud.
If he doesn't get to defensively swap, that's great. Top lane, they pop the fortification on their racks. They arrow, and it does connect onto Illidan. But can they kill him with the Rapier? Almost! Look at the crits!
Woo! Imagine if Polar had picked up that Rapier. When they watch this replay, if they even bother, since it's so long, and it's probably a gigabyte at this point.
Oh, bottom. They're just going in. Pops the split.
This is a fast little sheep, man. He's been running around a lot. He turns back around to get some right clicks. Could this be the end? Pile Die is going to die up top. No buyback there. AUI respawning this. This is the first time everyone's been hitting the Ancient in a long time, if not the first time. Magnus is going to go down. He's got the buyback available right now.
They force it, they back out with Flutter. Big. He's got his refresher soon, but not the standard RP.
They're going to hold on.
Is Anti-Mage killing off the Venomancer? I don't know why he's stuck around to right-click the Ancient a few more times. It's going to regen anyways, but it is what it is. Venomancer down, boys.
No bueno. C bueno for VP Polar. No bueno for C9.
So the experience graph is just going to be literally 0 for the rest of the game. The gold graph, again...
I wasn't sure if like they'd still get experience and it would just go past 25. I've always actually wondered that, so we've got our answer.
Experience per minute is going down constantly, right? Like if you look at the chart...
Yeah, well, I've never seen that before, like...
You know what, I agree with you. It's actually an interesting thought experiment. Like, you can probably do it in a bots game, but I've just never bothered.
I didn't think they would have bothered. I guess the programming just worked out to where, you know, it just fills up and then no one gets anymore. But yeah, everyone down to, you know, Anti-Mage with 290 experience per minute just carrying this game.
I actually don't like the fact that it keeps going down because I think that...
Yeah, you lose kind of some information there.
It should show at level 25 what your experience per minute has been up to that point, and it should freeze it. EE under the Observer Ward at Legendary...
I think this game... Well, in our cast, we'll get that change into the game.
Nice. Reddit.
You're
on it.
Do it. Yeah. Oh, Missile Blade does not want to kill the Venge. We'll lose so much damage. 5,200 gold, so you know he's got buyback.
That's the more important thing. More than anything else. Illidan gets the Abyssal Blade off. EE going down.
Wow, big Mana Void. Guess what? Buyback.
Of course, but... I guess we should say when they don't have buyback. Let's just shut up about them having buyback and say they don't have buyback.
Oh, that's more fun. Alright, fine. I can agree to that. Bane respawns. He did not have buyback.
Okay, so in the base there's a BKB chilling. I guess that... I don't know. This game is so scrambled in my head. I don't know who has...
I don't even, like, remember the lanes.
I guess
I'm going to be honest. Alright, Anti-Mage is going to find out AUI! The Slippery Jakiro. Mag is here. Not going to use the RP for that. The Shockwave will do it. I'm going to look at the kills real quick. 38 on Anti-Mage, 16. And they're pushing up the middle lane right now.
Force 2 buybacks here. That's pretty huge.
Roche is up, by the way.
Ooh.
No one's gone for the 21,500 HP Roche.
Yeah, so... 18 armor, hits for over 350, and there's a second Divine Rapier. Are they both on the same, though? Is he slotting one? Yeah, I think he's stashing one.
Yeah, I mean, why not? I feel like Anti-Mage should just have a whole stash filled with... Like, how baller is that? To say you played in a official match and had a stash full of Rapiers? Because Anti-Mage could do it and, like, still have buyback.
His current gold is pretty baller.
Although he is a support now, so I guess he's buying wards.
All the wards. 2 smokes on Radiant as well. Apparently, the pros aren't as fond of 114-minute smokes as I thought they might be. So I obviously haven't really experienced it. I've seen smoke ganks that win 80-minute games, but not so much in the 114 sense. So maybe they're...
I think anyone's too scared to take that high risk right now. Like, it's gone this long. Like, think of the time investment. At the very least,
it's a movement speed boost. You can just kit from the courier.
Yeah, I guess that's true, too.
Just solo smoke somebody and move across the map faster. Either way, we got 1-7 trying to BOT out.
This is a Rapier. They're going to have to know about this one. Please.
Who gets
For
it?
all that is holy, pick it up. Vengeful Spirit is now a carry. So.
Buyback. 1-7 still has 1 Rapier.
Anti-Mage did his job as a support. He supported long enough that Vengeful Spirit has now become a carry.
Suddenly.
That is true meta.
Power doesn't enhance this item, but I guess that would be pretty OP. Alright, the smokes are purchased onto the courier of a Cloud9. Dusky the Husky. Look at the base! Look at the dire base! Gem.
That's not the dire. I am drunk. I need to go home.
So they're gonna go for a smoke plus Moonlight Shadow. They're going in. Good flank here. They have to get the Abaddon down. Or Hex the Abaddon, Nightmare the Abaddon, and
done it! But Illidan has not died in that time. There's also the defensive play, but you got to be careful jumping in as little. You've got the Rapier. They're going to kill Bone 7 again. Did he pick up the other Rapier? Is it on the ground? I can't even tell. There's too much going on. Yeah, it is down in the trees. Mag was purple as well. Couldn't quite tell. Meanwhile, double kill. He will bring down the Anti-Mage, but Anti-Mage back. Boots of Travel right in, still fighting the bashes. The Mana Void's going to do it. The Lycan is dead again. He does have buyback. Mirana does it and just fed 2 Rapiers right now.
Yeah, so who are those on right now? Like, what the fuck? Nobody has Rapiers.
Cloud9.
I think they just left them. Like, there's one in the trees. Oh my gosh.
Wait, where's Venge? He doesn't even have his either. They don't want to give them back, I guess is the thing.
Yeah, so just die somewhere. Oh yeah, it's over here. Okay, so we got 2 Rapiers on the ground. Not irrelevant to this game at all. Fought to go for a Gale play, misses it. Doesn't have a force tap to get out, but they're not worried about it at all. So we do see Illidan
from the trees. The flank onto Illidan, but Illidan's doing way more.
If they kill Lycan here, they win the game. Period.
Yeah, they definitely do. There is no buyback on Lycan for another 6.5 minutes. Fada getting it off the Poison Nova.
5 wins of Mega Creeps.
Yeah, that's all little. He should have kept the Rapier, man.
He's dead. He died. Whatever. FNG. There's the bash on Afata. They abyssal him up. He's going down. He will come back in just a moment. This is down to the last moment. Will it kill the no buyback Anti-Mage, or will they kill the no buyback Lycan? For now, it's Abaddon to fall, and everybody is back to a stalemate. Fucking Dota 2.
At one point, do we just call it a draw? No points. Do we know what the longest game, competitive game?
It would have been the TR3 game between, I believe, was it DKIG? No, it was IG and...
No idea, but I would assume a Chinese team was in it, especially back in TR3 meta.
It was maybe old DKIG?
Yeah, I think that sounds right. 100. I thought it was like 109 or something.
136 or something like that.
Oh, 136? Okay, just kidding. Way longer. It was, yeah, 2 hours and like maybe 6 or 9 minutes. All right, well, this has the potential to break the record, that's for sure. Definitely, this is just a BO1 group stage match. There is not millions of dollars on the line here. And look at that, Squawkins, Lieutenant Squawkins. Did he not see it? He was floating right above. And that was actually the Radiant Courier looking for that Divine Rapier. Couldn't find it. Now, Little Hardy. Oh, we'll actually just go pick it up. Okay, so they've got that Rapier back. The other one is still... It was down here. Did Mirana go and... Yeah, Mirana got hers back as well. I don't know why they didn't scramble a Courier in the middle of that team fight. And
I don't think... The Courier cannot pick it up. The heroes have to, I think.
Oh,
I don't know. I don't fucking play with Divine Rapiers.
Yeah, dude, I honestly... We're going to get flamed so hard, or at least I will. I don't know. I don't think Couriers can pick it up. So.
Blink way. Fucking distracting them all game long.
Yeah, that's definitely it. They can't pick it up. But even... And everyone's got so many other big items... They don't really want to drop it. I feel like Little could have maybe picked up both of them. Like, drop this Medallion of Courage. Armor's nice, but taking away both the Divine Rapiers is probably better. Roche goes down, and it doesn't take long.
But I got to the chance. We had plenty of time, so I Googled the longest game. TI3 had DK versus IG at 98 minutes. The other longest game is actually 125. So we're only 7 minutes away. That was 34 weeks ago. I don't think anything popped up in between them, but that was... it looks like 4FC versus First Departure versus... I don't know. Fuck it. I'm not reading an article while we're casting code.
Please, read it to us.
There was a game at 125 minutes. Let's go. 6 more minutes, guys.
6 more minutes. At this point, we might as well finish it out. The long run. So I can at least say I've done something in my life. I've casted the longest competitive Dota game in history, potentially. Probably did a shit job.
Scouting Eternal Envy, maybe and creating more opportunities to BOT forward. But I think obviously any team would be in chaos right now. Even the most composed competitive team would be like, okay, what the fuck do we do? We have buybacks. Did we track Anti-Mage's buyback? Did we track so-and-so's buyback? Like, it's so hard to keep up with all the numbers, the Roche timer, everything that is relevant at this stage in the game. And so, although mechanically they can't be like really doing that much, they're killing up a couple neutral camps. The strategy, like racking your brain to find an answer, is really what it is. This has come down to the last couple
smokes you wanted to see.
And we're going to see them try to put those forward. They're looking for checkmate. Backdoor protection will be down with the next wave, but I think they want to go for hero kills. They Moonlight Shadow forward. They're going to find Lil and DK Phobos. DK Phobos being the big kill.
Yeah, DK Phobos, one of the few heroes that actually still has buyback right now. Everyone's dwindling. Probably why everyone was starting to play so safe. He'll die. He'll buy back. Mag just whiffs an RP entirely. He'll have another one. He's going to refresh up here. He just whiffed 2 in a row. What is he doing? Both 7, though, will still fall. Another Rapier on the ground. Look back at the base. Half HP. Little. He's got to go. He can still bring these down. They're just creeps. Eternal Envy is here. Can this be the end? Illidan is going to jump on Eternal Envy. If he dies, this is going to be the game. There's no buyback for 2 minutes right now.
Holy shit, that just happened. Like, they went for the all-in on the throat,
and now I feel so bad for Mag.
Without Eternal Envy. Oh, Illidan's just going to go right at the mid lane. I mean, at this point, without Bone 7 being able to buy back, without Eternal Envy being able to buy back, all they can do is rat. All they can do is try to keep them on the defensive in their own base, but Hour 2000, he gets caught out when doing so, and they do get the Yules. This is going to be him going down unless he blinks. Oh, it's his Yules. What the heck's this ward again? The OP clip ward and the fucking P ward. Owie can't rat it, which means they have the sands ticking down in the hourglass. 44 seconds left to get a right clicker on the table. And yeah, I mean, this is going to be VP Polar's chance. They have 40 seconds to get into the base, and even then they only have to face the Mirana without any divines as far as I can see. Yeah, no divines.
Yeah, she's
no
dropped
secrets.
like 5 divines.
Oh, there's one. There's one in the base. Somebody picked it up.
What? How? Look at all the gems. This is the most colorful base. Are they decorating for Christmas? Is that what this game's all about?
This is too epic to make Christmas jokes, okay?
Oh, come on. That was a good joke.
Refresher orb here.
Tactical.
Like, this fucking game. Bane is having some lag issues here. Wait, what? Okay, mid. So they jumped in, they BOT'd and blinked forward here for the jump onto Fata. Fata is abyssal right now, with nobody having any hope of saving him. He was trying to get some plague wards down, I'm pretty sure, for the counter
Brain
push.
lag. I also have some brain lag.
That's why I'm trying to carry you, man. I can tell you're tired.
Usual for me. Got the brain lag. Yeah. Take another look at the glorious items. There's a bunch, and to be honest, they haven't changed all that much except for the spotting of the Rapiers. Little, obviously, still holding on to his. And yeah, actually, it hasn't changed at all. Everyone's been 6-slotted for so long.
Yeah. Well, kind of. I mean, like, Venge is a Divine Rapier, Blink.
We finally got the Dagon 5. No, it's still the Dagon 3.
Yeah, well, I mean, he's died.
Yeah, he's actually died so many times.
So, while we wait for Fata to die after the unpause, because he has abyssal in mid lane, let's talk about some crazy numbers. We've got 2,053 last hits for Anti-Mage.
That's got to be a record, right?
42 kills, 23 assists. He has 805 GPM in this 121-minute game, totaling up for 33,000 bank gold. He's about to have half of his net worth in his bank. I don't fucking know.
Anti-Mage is ready for retirement. Nice nest egg in this game.
Net worth is flowing 20,000 gold in favor of Virtus.Pro, Polar, but they still have heroes with like 3 vacant slots, I feel like. The Treads, the TP Scroll, maybe not the Yules. Yules is awesome, but it's just like there are so many like very like 2,000 gold-ish items on Lil and on FNG. And yeah. I don't fucking know. I mean, ideally everybody would have like a Blink, Refresher, Scythe, Abyssal, and then they would be able to win the game off of that. Also some fucking Liquid Spheres. I can't help but go back to that.
Yeah, I was requesting that before it was cool. Everyone, we've been sitting at the computer for a long time, so if you'd like to get with me, if you'd like to stand up, we can do some stretching. Oh, maybe some calisthenics. Gotta stay in shape. You don't want to get restless leg syndrome or something. Do some stretching. Get that back. Work it up and down.
I just believe that this game, having come to this level, we look at one of the most important skills in this entire game, reverse polarity. We just saw it whiff twice in a row, as well as several ones where he screws up. He does a refresher first and then the RP, and yet they're still dominating this game right now at this moment. Yes, the Mega Creeps are a minor setback, but in the end, the Anti-Mage just can't be stopped. I mean,
it's the lowest the Ancient's been, though. 1,000 HP.
It's been pretty well covered, yeah. They have Fortification. That's the big thing. Like, it could have 5 HP. Okay, no. It can have...
I mean, it can have 5 HP, but it's probably not a good sign for Polar.
All right, so no Roach forever. Probably not for the rest of this game. I don't even think we can break the 125 with the current state of affairs.
I don't think we're going to do it. I'm pretty upset. By the way, our creeps... almost as your Mega Creeps. Yeah, oh my god, because they're still scaling?
The level up factor of Mega Creeps is very interesting. 710. Okay, so essentially, yeah, these super melee creeps have been out for so long, and as like every, 7.5 minutes or something, they get an extra level, that to a point, at a certain point, they are as strong as the Mega Melee creeps.
At like 3 hours, your creeps are stronger.
Yeah, like I don't... Yeah, I guess they cap out. I thought there was like both of them cap out system, but apparently they can't even override.
So better to give up.
Oh my gosh. So 15 seconds on Bone 7 without any Rapiers. Eternal MV down for 50 seconds, period. Yeah, I thought that like they go up to 30 and then cap out there at equal levels, but fuck if I know. Yeah, I mean, this has been an absolutely absurd game of Dota 2, and we're still here. I mean, we've got, what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Gems of True Sight in the Dire base. We got TP scrolls everywhere. BKB Refresher from the anti-mage just kind of chilling. But he doesn't need it. Actually, there would be a cool tactic, now that I think about it, of putting it on in your stash so that you can grab it from the enemy fountain, if you need to like refresh your BOTs to jump back or to get another Abyssal off or something, or his Hex in many cases. Yeah, he initiated with Hex onto Fata, then he followed it up with Abyssal Blade, and they should have the right clicks to finish off Mr. Buenomancer.
Did we point out the sheep on anti-mage?
Yeah, no, I just said it.
All right, that's what I thought. That's what I thought,
yeah.
And I highlighted it. I was just
he dropped Heart a long time ago for that. That was his switch out, and I would argue that both are really... I guess at the end of the day, if you're disabled as anti-mage by Hex, by Abyssal, whatever, and you're not getting bailed out by Abaddon, it doesn't matter if you have a 10,000 HP. You're going to be destroyed. But still, the Hex is the big deal here. It's all about the disables, and nobody has a defusal to purge it off. That's also interesting to note that Rana didn't go for like a Hex purging defusal, the stat-based one, obviously, because Divine Rapier is a little bit better. As far as 4-staffs go, there is a 4-staff on Jakiro, who's down towards the bottom with no BOTs. Yep. And there's a one on Bane, but he is currently disconnected, and I don't think there's any way, even with Blink, that he could...
Yeah, they were talking about the 4-staffing in all chat, but I don't think it's going to happen. That Venomancer is going to get kind of blown up here. I mean, looking at his armor, he does have... 124, but I don't think it's going to matter. He's got a Poison Nova, so maybe he puts that on and gets him pretty low. I mean, the Heart was dropped, so the HP regen isn't quite there anymore from Anti-Mage. I feel like Cloud9 probably can't deal with Anti-Mage at any HP without the Lycan. But I guess it's really only 15 seconds. Like, if Poison Nova goes off, along with the Veil of Discord, maybe if you can manage to even get the... anything off, actually, because the Abyssal was used. I'm trying to click on Fada. Okay, yeah, it's still a pretty fresh stun, so he's going to be trapped up in that for, what is it, 1.4 seconds? Or 2 seconds for the active.
Yeah.
So he's not casting anything.
1.4. Oh, no, yeah, you're right. Okay, I went through the same logic chain.
Yes, we did the exact same. I saw the number, I read it, and then I was like, that's wrong, and then I looked for another number, and then I said that number.
Okay, so at this point in the game, does Brewmaster ever Primal Split?
I would say no. I mean... I feel like
because
that's
he's got an active scepter, right?
Falls off. Maybe so for the double stomp and the double... If you can get the double Drunken Haze, like, for sure, I guess it's okay, but a lot of BKBs and even MKBs to mitigate that. So Drunken Haze, I feel like it's not worth it.
Yeah.
I would say no, but...
Drunken Haze is worthless against this team pretty much because of the MKBs. And the big thing would be Fire Remnant gets crit and evasion.
Yeah.
But...
Maybe for the CC of the tornado, like if they're fighting at your ancient, so they're just not hitting it, I guess.
Yes, for a base race, I would pop it, but for a fight, I don't think so.
I would agree.
Unless you're about to die anyways, in which case you might as well.
Then why not?
Because you got to buy back BOT.
Exactly. Actually, you don't. Only Magnus and Abaddon have buybacks right now.
Okay, so according to someone who has no credentials that I know of...
I don't have any credentials either, so...
Most last hits in a match is 1,367.
Woo!
So, if that's true, hell yeah, Anti-Mage. He still hasn't finished farming. He still hasn't come out of the trees. Buff is all hell. He still is looking for that opportunity. But, oh, Pylite, die, please. I want to get a glass of water.
Why is it paused, dude?
This game.
Press 1 if shit casters.
Dude, always shit casters.
1.
Switch TV.
I think I upset PPD earlier. I saw him putting in some chat spam. I'm sorry, PPD. I didn't mean it.
I don't even know at this point. Like, I feel like we've kind of fucking covered these 2 hours pretty well, to be honest.
I feel like we have, yeah. I won't lie, I was pretty checked out between like 50 and 80 minutes, but ever since 100, I've actually been like more hyped than I have for most of the games today.
Maybe DDoSed. That's awesome. Let us play. Let us end the game.
Let us play, please. It's a record game. Actually, should we all try to tell them to just stop for 5 more minutes so we break the record? At this point, it's more important than the
that
win.
Doesn't factor.
What do you mean?
Yeah. Only Dota 2 is
No, I know. That's what I'm saying. Like, when they unpause, just sit for 5 minutes and then play as if the Mirana was dead for 15 seconds and Lycan was dead for 52.
According to Pink, the record for the game is 240 minutes.
What?
But that's the non-competitive one. That's
yeah. That's probably like bot item farmers.
Anyways. Okay, they're talking about it,
Yeah,
and maybe there's.
I think they'll come to the conclusion themselves that they should wait. Dog vs 4FC wasn't any league, says Attic Vat.
Dog versus 4FC lasted for a total of 125 minutes, 26 seconds. So somebody did bad math on that.
It was like 3+ hours.
Now I get to read this article because
can you divide Eternal Envy? Maybe you need some more. I think Eternal Envy needs some more energy, guys. Can we spam him some more energy, please?
He's like crazy. Like after 2 hours of doing that.
Yeah, he's like, I thought I was playing Dota. Like, I'm not a StarCraft pro for a reason. Micro, too hard.
At this point, it kind of feels like World of Warcraft. Like the levels almost seem permanent. You got to go for like raid boss Roshan and get your mythicals.
That endgame gear. This noob's only got the raid finder gear. Totally gonna crush him. Although I guess you'd need resilience in this case.
LFR Roshan.
That's the second time we've brought up WoW.
Yeah, well, once a game hits 2 hours plus 15 minutes of pause, I feel okay for rambling. Like, at this point, theory crafting is done. Like, I talked about Wolf BOTs, I talked about refreshers, I talked about fucking Lincoln Sphere. But no.
The one spam very fast. Faster than the speed of light. Oh, that was my question I had for chat the other day. Can Twitch chat go faster than the speed of light? That's what I really want to know. Really? Twitch chat wasn't around when Einstein was, so...
So, in this situation, hypothetically, how long, if all of Cloud9 were in Radiant base and there was no fortification, how long would it take for them to kill off the backdoor Ancient? I would say not too long at this stage.
I don't think it would take long at all.
They got the AC Dezo, which is already a ton of negative armor. That's taken 12 away, so that's half the armor away from the Ancient. And then, of course, they've got a lot of right-click coming in from the Howl, coming in from the Lycan and his Wolves and his Shapeshift and his 1.5 BAT. So even with the damage reduction, I'd think that it would still go down very quickly. So at some point in time, you have to say even the creep wave doesn't matter as much as just getting everybody in the base. So it's on VP Polar to prevent them, to keep them out of the base and to disable them as best they can, hopefully missing 0 reverse polarities. Speaking of, it's back up in 13 seconds, but, it is what it is. I actually am curious how valid the thing we were talking about with the Vengeance Aura really is.
I feel like it's pretty minimal now.
With the Divine Rapiers, it kind of gets alleviated. Along with that, Abyssal Blade is 100 damage, Desolator 60 damage, 88 damage from MKB. These are all green modifiers. So you're only losing out of 166 of your base damage. You're only losing 36% of that. So it's not that big for the heroes, but of course it is 100% of the Wolves' damage and of the... Damn it, no Necros. Why don't they have fucking Necros?
I don't know. At this point, you think everyone would have a Necro book. Imagine how much easier the Rat Dota would have been.
You put the Necronomicon in the stash, and then when you BOT backdoor the enemy base, you swap your BOTs for the Necronomicon at their fountain.
Or you just have an armor of flying couriers waiting in the tree line.
Well, obviously.
Even better, right?
It just looks cool that way.
It does look a lot cooler, yeah.
To show off your Platinum Roshas or whatever.
I think it's also time for Cloud9 to buy a lot of couriers and just scramble them around the tier 4 so they can't click on them.
Mm-hmm. Just panic mode.
I mean, at this point, I would just drop sentries, smoke, wards, and everything around the buildings so they're harder to click on. I'm not sure that would make a difference. The buildings are fairly large, but... If
only the Warcraft 3 patrol option existed and you could just...
Dude, I'm actually so mad they took that out.
I mean, you could shift queue it, but that would be
too
much. So... We're fucking... No, wait. We're 5v4? What the fuck? They're microing Bane. The dead people are...
That makes sense.
Dead for 50 seconds. But they figured this might be the game breaker, so...
Yeah, I feel like Cloud9 have fallen here. I don't think Goku was strong enough.
Bata. But this is a lot. Being right-click down. No force staffs for him. He
lives! At least a little bit longer. He can point... I feel like he should throw out the Nova. I don't think it really makes a big difference, but... If he could get them even a little bit lower, but
the cooldown is shorter than his death timer. He can't buy back. So yeah, but whatever. Anyways, top rack's gonna get hit here. No Enfeeble coming out just yet from Pilot Eye. Only the Nightmare trying to keep him off of it. There's the Enfeeble, but still the racks will fall. They will not fortify this. Very important. They need the fortify for the tier 4s and for the Ancient only. Now we see down bottom, there is going to be Aoi 2000 getting stunned up, has his Hex, double, he could refresh out another Macropyre, but Mag's got that BKB. They will lock him down. Aoi is down for the count, he just bought back. So die back there, we see them...
Nightmare Fiends! Dude, that went up forever! They're about to kill Illidan! Boat 7 respawn! He's got sheeped up, he'll go down, another Divine on the ground, and the GG! And you know Fata was playing that. I feel like he just made the play of the game. Unfortunately, it's the one that they're going to lose off of. The throne explodes.
G fucking G. Like, wow. I mean, how to wrap that up? That was a 2-hour game with a very long pause at the end. But in the end, it is going to be Anti-Mage to prove himself the top dog.
38 fantasy points
of this pile.
Is there a fantasy season going on right now, actually?
37? 38?
37.4. Someone was rounding
round up in that case.
Yeah, whatever. We'll ignore it. We got some 23s and some 26s. That was ridiculous. I don't even know if the other games, like, this pushed it really far. I guess they're still going to play the other games today.
And we'll have to talk about postpones in the admin chat. Thank you guys so much for tuning into this game. Hell of a pleasure to cast, even though it was quite exhausting. And hopefully we kept your interest as long as that delay was. But end of the line, Eternal Envy, Bone 7, they lose their Rapiers, they lose their buybacks, they get routed, and... yeah, I gotta say, the Abaddon Anti-Mage combo really doing some amazing things in this 2-hour-long game.
Yeah, well, if you'd like to report your casters, you can do that on Twitter at Heliumbrella and Blaze at BlazeCasting. We'll let you know what's going on in the downtime, but we're going to take a break. We'll be back in a little bit. You're watching Starladder Season 11 Europe.